What's going on, guys? I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. As some of you guys know, those of you who have been watching my channel for quite a while, you guys know that I tend to be quite an overthinker, right? I tend to analyze things, and like I said, I'm an overthinker. But when it comes to this religion, the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses, right? How many of us have earnestly and honestly tried to speak rationally and logically to our Jehovah's Witness family and friends? We told them, guys, do your research. This is not the true religion. And as a result, we were shunned in the process. In the process of us being honest, we got shunned just by being honest. And I said to myself, what if one day the governing body leaders of Jehovah's Witnesses, what if one day 1, 2, 3, maybe all of them, all 9 members came out and said, hey, listen, we want to make a public announcement. And we want to apologize to all witnesses around the world because we are not inspired by God, as you guys already know. We already told you we're not inspired by God, but we have another confession to tell you guys. And we want to tell you that everything that you thought about this religion is not true. We're con artists. We're con men. We just want to profit in your currency. We wanted your financial assistance. We wanted the devil's lettuce. That money. That's what we wanted. But we're not God's spokesman, and we apologize for being frauds. We apologize for being con artists. As much as I would love for that to happen, and that would probably never happen, right? But if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, right? In a hypothetical world, if these governing body leaders say, oh, we want to come out publicly and tell every witness on this planet that everything that you believed in was a lie because we are con artists. We just wanted your money and we wanted to profit. We wanted to control the masses. But in reality, we're not God's spokesman. If they came out and said that publicly, right? Meanwhile, all the ex-witnesses, we have been telling our Jehovah's Witness family and friends, do your own research. So if these men came out and said, hey, we're con artists, we're frauds, we apologize, blah, 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 right? I'm speaking, of course, in a hypothetical situation. But if these men were to say that, hypothetically, and then next thing you know, our Jehovah's Witness family and friends, all these people that have been shunning us for years, right? They suddenly come back to us. Hey, there was a public announcement made by the governing body leaders. They said that, they're con artists and everything was a lie. We feel so stupid for even believing in them. We feel bad for shunning you guys. We're so sorry. I am a very forgiving person, for the most part, right? For the most part, I'm a very forgiving person. Now, when I had done my research and I woken up from this cult, I did everything in my power to encourage my Jehovah's Witness family and friends to do their own research. And I already know what they was going to say. I already know how they were going to think. I already know they was going to hit me with the whole apostate lies, right? So I said, guys, you don't have to believe me. Don't take my word. Please don't take my word. I encourage you to do your own research so you can decipher for your own self if this is the real truth or not, right? You have to decipher for yourself if this is the truth or if this information is false. I can't tell you that. You have to see it for yourself. But I'm telling you guys that I love you guys. I've done my research and this is not the truth. And I want to encourage you guys to do the same thing, to do your own research. I said this to my JW family and friends. right off the back, these people shun me. My mom told me, don't talk to me ever again, you're apostate. Both of my brothers blocked me. I have no communication with my family. They didn't even comprehend what I was trying to tell them. They didn't even allow that to digest. Hey, Geronimo might have a point. Why is he lying? Why would he lie about this? Let me do my own research. That didn't go in my JW family and friends' heads, not once. The minute I encouraged them to do their own research outside of the organization, they shunned me. But going back to this hypothetical situation, if their governing body leader said, hey, we were con artists, we're so sorry, it's been on our conscience, we just want to let the whole community know that we are not who you think we are. We're not those guys. We're just regular men. If that were to happen, and all these Jehovah's Witnesses around the world that were shunning their family and friends for 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years, you think that they can easily just stroll back in these people's lives? Hey, you was right all along. The governing body leaders, they admitted that they were wrong. I should have listened to you. I'm so sorry. Now, they might be sorry, but damage is already done. I came out publicly about a year ago, right? Next month we'll make a year. I told all my JW family and friends, do your own research. Not one person listened to me. They all either blocked me, unfriend me, right? They all shun me. One way or another, they shun me. But not one person listened to me. And I thought that I was coming to them from a rational perspective. I thought I was coming to them from a logical point of view. Guys, how long have they been saying the end is around the corner for over 100 years? Think about all the people 100 years ago who was born and raised in this religion. Most people don't live to see 100 years. Most people don't live to see 90 years. You're lucky if you see 80 years. So if 100 years ago, they've been saying, hey, the end is right around the corner. And here we are in 2024. The end has not come, obviously. Shouldn't that encourage you to do your own research? Because what if another 100 years pass? If another 100 years pass and the end doesn't come, then guess what? We are all dead. And that means that all this time you invested in this religion was for nothing. Was for nothing. But Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't have that logic. They have this logic. They have this, sorry, not even logic. They have this stupidity, right? They have this mindset. Oh, any day now it's going to come. But how long have they been talking about the end? For over 140 years. Over 140 years. So if the end hasn't come since then, and the people were born 80, 90 years ago, and all those people died in the last 90 years, all the born-in Jehovah's Witnesses died in the last 90 years. What does that tell you? Are you going to wait 60, 70, 80, 90 years for something that's never going to happen? None of us is going to be here in 90 years. We're not going to be here in 90 years. But yet, you're going to waste precious time that you can never, ever get back. So, anywho, sorry, guys. I went on a little rant. I'm sorry. I went on a little rant there. But I brought that up to say this. The last few days, like you guys, all of you guys who have been following me for quite a while, right? Who have been watching my channel for quite a while. I told you guys I will always be 100% honest and authentic, raw and real, no matter what. I don't care how embarrassing it is. I will always be honest with you guys, right? And the last, I want to say 48 hours, I have been severely depressed. I have thoughts of, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but I had thoughts of not being here anymore. Let me put it like that. Yeah, I had thoughts of thoughts of not being here anymore. Because the pressure was getting to me. I had so much stress. I'm an overthinker, right? And the thought of Jehovah's Witnesses, just like I mentioned, 100 years ago, all those witnesses, they honestly thought that they were going to be alive right now. They thought that paradise was going to be here right now. All those witnesses from 100 years ago, where are they right now? They're in the ground. They're not even bones anymore. They're ashes. They're dust. They're dust. So that means every witness right here and right now in 2024, they think that, in 100 years, we're going to be in paradise. No, you're not. You're going to be ashes. You're going to be dust in 100 years from now. And if you disagree with what I had to say, then guess what? Contact the members who just passed away 100 years ago. Contact them from the dead. Reach out to them from the dead. And hear their side of the story. Listen to them when they were so eager that paradise was right around the corner. 100 years ago, they thought that paradise was right around the corner. Listen to their stories of this being the end of the last days. So just because you think that this is the last days doesn't mean in reality that this really is the last days, right? So I lost all these family members, all these people that I've known for 15, 20 plus years in the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses, all because I informed them, or because I told them, guys, I love you guys. Do your own research. You will see that this is not what you think it is. You will see that this is not the truth. Don't take my word. Don't take my word. Do your own research. So of course I got shunned. Of course I got labeled as an apostate, right? Which I own. I own that shit. Because I am a critical thinker. I'm not a robot like Jehovah's Witnesses. But it's scary when you wake up from this cult. And you don't know who to trust sometimes, right? Like when I woke up from this call, I was like, hold up. My own mother told me not to talk to her ever again. My brothers blocked me. I have no communication with my family whatsoever. So at this point, I'm kind of like, hold up. I'm kind of hesitant. Who can I trust? If I can't trust my own family, and my own mother told me don't talk to her ever again, who on this planet can I trust? And thank God I was open-minded when I joined the XJW community, right? Since I've been making YouTube videos, I'm on Reddit too. I'm on Facebook, the XJW Facebook. But since I've been making videos, I met ex-JWs, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses in the last 11, not even a year. It hasn't been a year yet. In the last 11 months alone, I met Jehovah's Witnesses, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, right? Ex-Jehovah's Witnesses that have shown me more love than any witness. Any witness. I said to myself, how is this possible? How is this possible that I'm getting more love from the ex-JW community than the witnesses? And I had to remind myself, right? This is in the beginning when I was waking up. In the very beginning, I had to remind myself that all those people that I've ever known, my family and my JW friends, those are all fake and phony relationships. They were fake and phony. Now, if my family were to wake up, right? Let's say, going back to the intro of this video, if the governing body leaders say, hey, guys, we are frauds, we were trying to profit for money and power and control, if one of them or all of them came out and said that, and I highly doubt that they would say that because they will be looking at some serious jail time for putting people's lives in jeopardy, right? So I highly doubt that they would ever say that, but hypothetically speaking, right? Hypothetically speaking, if that were to happen, If the governing body leader said, hey, we're frauds, we're not God's spokesman at all, then Jehovah's Witnesses will reach out to the apostates and be like, oh, you was right all along. And you know what? For some people, it would be too late. It would be too late. Now, for me, it's only been a year since I've been shunned from my family. Only about a year, right? If they were to reach out to me, of course, I would embrace them with loving arms. I would embrace them lovingly, right? But however, it's sad to say, things will never be the same, because in the back of my mind, I know that they chose to listen to 9 men. They chose to listen to 9 strangers who claimed to be God's channel with no proof. But they know me. My family, my Jehovah's Witness friends, they know me. They know I wouldn't lie to them. They know I wouldn't deceive them. But yet all these people shun me like that. So when I say that the love from the ex-Jehovah's Witness community is real, it is beyond real. Because all I experienced was fake love from my family, from the Jehovah's Witness community. It was all fake. All these people I known for 10, 15, 20 years, it was all fake. And if there's one thing that anyone should know about me, I hate wasting time with people. I hate knowing somebody for 10, 15, 20 years and for it to go up in flames. All that time I invested talking to that person, spending quality time with that person, trusting that person. All that time was for nothing. I hate wasting time with people. Do not waste my time. Don't waste my time. Because time is the one thing that we can never get back. So, in the last 11 months, I lost my family. I lost my Jehovah's Witness friends, so-called friends, fake friends, right? But I joined the ex-JW community, and like I said, the love is real. People have been emailing me, adding me on social media, sending me messages. Hey, I love your videos. I can resonate with what you're saying. And I needed to hear that. Because sometimes I get lost in the sauce. Sometimes I get lost in my own thoughts. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to have a psychotic meltdown, right? Just like a few days ago, just yesterday, I had 2 ex-JWs contact me yesterday, right? We had a 3-way call. We was on the phone for 2 hours. And that was exactly what I needed to hear. Because it is easy to get lost in the sauce, as to say. It is easy to get down and depressed when you think about this stuff. Because when you really think about it, just like 100 years ago, all those witnesses that were in the organization 100 years ago, they thought that by now they would be living forever on paradise earth. And here, they are all deceased. They're all dead. They're all gone away with. So that means here in the year 2024, all these witnesses that have this mindset, paradise is right around the corner. Little do they know that 100 years from now, we are all going to be done. We're all going to be dead. We're all going to be in the ground. And that hurts me. That hurts me to know that some Jehovah's Witnesses, they will never wake up. They will die believing in this bullshit, this nonsense. They would die believing in this. When they could simply do their research, when they could simply just listen to their ex-JW members, family members, and friends that's telling them, guys, do your own research. Do your own research. Sorry, I know I got off topic for a while, right? The theme of this video is the ex-JW community. The love is real. It's real. Everyone who's emailed me, who sent me a private message on social media, who's texted me, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. We are all in the same struggle. We're all in the struggle together. We may have different personalities, different qualities. We may not all get along with each other, right? We may not be best buddies. And that's fine. That's fine. But we are all in the same struggle. All of us ex-JWs. Know that I make these videos because I don't want you guys to think that you're alone. You're not alone. You may feel like you're not. You may feel like you are alone. Just like sometimes I feel like I'm alone. I feel like no one could understand my struggle, right? But I know that's not the truth because just yesterday I was on the phone with two ex-JWs. We was on the phone for 2 hours. We were all venting and talking to each other. And at the end of the day, when I got off the phone, I said, thank God. Whew. I said, thank God for that phone call because I thought I was having a psychotic breakdown. I thought that I was the only one that saw this organization for what it is. And like to this day, I can't comprehend how there are millions of people believing in this bullshit, believing in all this lies. I'm over here trying to tell my Jehovah's Witness family and friends, guys, wake up, do your research. I love you guys. You know I'm not a liar. Why would I lie to you? Why would I lie to you? Just do your research. Instead, they're looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, the crazy apostate. You don't believe in this? Even though we can't prove that this is a true organization, even though we can't prove that these 9 men are God's spokesmen, we can't prove it, but you don't believe in it? You're not going to waste your life away like we are? We're going to wait the rest of our life for something that's never going to happen. You're not going to do that. Why not, Jerron? Why not? We're doing it. We are blindly putting our faith in these men with no proof, with no valid proof that these men are God's chosen spokesmen. You can't do that too, Jerron. Why not? So I'm having all these JW family and friends shun me because I was honest with them. I'm trying to talk some common sense to these people, but they don't want to hear me out. They rather instead blindly waste the rest of their life away, waiting for a pipe dream paradise earth that's never going to happen. They rather do that than hear me out and do their own research. And yet they're looking at me like I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy one because I'm trying to talk sense to these people. Because I'm trying to tell them, guys, if you believe in this bullshit, guess what? Do your research. If this is the so-called truth, then you should do your own research outside of JW.org, and you should still come back to the conclusion that this is the truth. But you can't do that, can you? You can't do that. No. You can't do that. So, when I say that the love from the ex-JW community is real, I have people that I haven't even met yet contact me on Reddit, contact me on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. Sometimes these guys, people, you ex-JWs, you may not know this, but sometimes I am really down and out. I'm really down and out sometimes. I get lost in my thoughts. I say to myself, is this life really worth it? Fuck it. Fuck this life. Maybe I should just jump in front of a train. Maybe I should just end it all right now. And then I'll get a text message. I'll get a phone call from a friend I've known for 5+ years or an ex-JW that I just met in last year. And little do they know that the timing that they messaged me or called me was impeccable. Sorry, impeccable in a good sense, right? The timing was right. And that is God telling me that, listen, you are struggling, but you are not alone. There are other people who have walked away from your so-called faith, right? Your old former faith. That's God telling me to not give up. Because there are plenty of ex-JWs out there. We are all in the same struggle, right? But the love from the ex-JW community is real. It is real. I love every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Everyone who's ever commented on my videos, everyone who sent me a message on Google, sorry, not Google, Gmail, on Facebook, on Instagram. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Because unlike the witnesses, your love is agape and your love is real. So thank you so much. Anyone and everyone who's ever reached out to me, I love you guys. And know that you are not alone. That is why I make these videos. That is why I always try to be real, raw, and authentic. Because I know I'm not the only person feeling this way. We all have woken up from this cult. We all have felt like we lost our marbles for a minute, right? We all feel lost. We all feel like we don't know what to do. Where do we go after the religion? Where do we go? What do we do? Who do we trust? But there is life. There is a community. There are people outside of the cult or Jehovah's Witnesses. There are people in the real world who will love you for you. Keep that in mind, all right? Guys, keep that in mind. And once again, anyone and everyone who has reached out to me, anyone who's going through the struggle, know that you are loved and know that you are not alone. You're not alone. We're all in this. We are all in this together. If you are an ex-Jehovah's Witness, know that you are not alone, and know that you have a whole community of people out there that will love you unconditionally. Know that. That's a fact. I'll see you guys on the next video.